We are setting up for today's live streaming. We're live streaming on Facebook, on YouTube. We're live streaming all over the place. And the reason I take a few seconds, because it takes a few seconds for it to tick and say it's going. So welcome online, ladies and gentlemen, no matter where you're from. We've got people logged in right now from Antigua. I don't know where that is. We also have Wordly translation. So if you look in the chat, Sergio has posted Wordly translation. So if you speak in a language other than English or Australian, then feel free to click there and you can actually watch along as we go through the event. We've got people from Calgary, Canada, New Zealand, Colorado. We have Texas. We have Ontario again, Montreal, Montana, Arizona, Nova Scotia, Canada. Lots of people logging from Canada today. Fantastic. That's awesome. Excellent. All right. With that in mind, I won't take too much time. Mexico as well. Welcome, Jacqueline from can't remember the name of that place now. The island, Isla Major, where we're going to on the Diamond Retreat, happens to be where one of our new members is. Fantastic. So that's awesome. With that in mind, today is more about recognition. This members night for the news people, just lock in this time every single week. This is where we do training. This is where we have doctors speak. We have members participate and leaders participate. And today is about recognition. And with that in mind, our Vice President of Sales, Sergio de Mora, will be driving the call. So over to you.
Hey, Michael, thanks so much. Welcome, everybody. It's a pleasure to greet you. You know, this has been a lovely day. I can tell you that it's felt like New Me Week in a way, but in fact, it's a little bit more intense because Michael, Aaron, Ryan, and myself were on a call at 5 a.m. my time this morning. Michael was just about, past his bedtime, ready to go. But we had a wonderful call for the Japan market because Michael and Ryan will be heading there very soon. So I'll talk a little bit about that during the call. But thank you, Michael, for your support. I know that there are some members on this call that were also there this morning learning about this opportunity. And if you are not aware of that, we will talk more soon of how that's going to be a great benefit for you because we're in 74 markets across the world. And now we had a second live session of Members Night because it's the first Wednesday of the month already. Can you believe we're in April? And now, we got the energy going. Even though it was month end, we finished yesterday, we got a lot of things going on. Now we're finishing up our last call here in Utah at 6 p.m. in the evening. And it is a lovely day. And we're going to our spring season here. And one of my favorite times of the year because in Utah, one of the nice things that I like about living here is, when it gets to June, heading into July, it gets dark almost at 10 p.m. So I love it. But when we have the winter, it's quite the opposite, but it's just beautiful outside. So we're grateful and we haven't stopped. This is a special week. We have one more call to go, and I want to actually invite all of you on that call. So this Friday, this is specifically, I know we have people from the Southern Hemisphere here, a lot of people from Indonesia. So this Friday, 8 p.m. Mountain Daylight Savings Time, which will be Saturday morning, local time in Indonesia of Saturday, we're going to have a call, and it's similar to the one we had with Japan. And so I invite to get anyone that you know that has interest on building in Indonesia to hear a little bit from our CEO, Aaron Rennert. We will hear from our co-founder as well, Ryan Scott. And of course, we'll get to hear from our crown, Michael Firth, who's also on this call. So you do not want to miss that. And I believe our country manager there, Angel, will also be on the call helping us out with that. So it's going to be definitely a special one to pave the way for this upcoming tour, which I'll talk about and go over the dates before we end the call today so that you are aware and get your people there. But put that on your calendars because it's different, and because it is a different traditional call. It's not on Week at a Glance, but we're telling you right now. And I know that there is a post in our social media right now on our Facebook page that I just saw that tells you all about this call. The good news is that it's on newme.tv, so you know where to go for that. Now, before we get started, I want to invite all of you to actually access the Wordly translations. Even if you speak English, today we're going to really test them out because we're going to get to hear from some members in different language, specifically one that will speak Polish, one of our leaders. And so I invite you to get that going right now. And I'll tell you a little bit about what we're going to do. So before I dive into this special recognition session, the month of April is bringing a big celebration for us. And what that is celebrating Team Challenge. You know, we've had our very first year of NYKOs, which were a success, over 500 meetings worldwide. As a result, a lot of members have signed up. And before the end of the call, I'm going to have Michael tell you a little bit of what's coming next week because we have a lot of new members all over the world. And next week's members night is going to be one you do not want to miss, specifically dedicated to all these new members that we have worldwide. But having said that, you know, starting this new month, it's going to be a very driven month with recognition. We're going to go back all the way to the achievements going back to the beginning of the year. We're going to really celebrate the success of all of those that qualified for the Achieve as well. You know, we have been getting reports and pictures. All of the travel cubes have been delivered. We're also seeing pictures on social media now with the winners that won the backpack from the Team Challenge. They're getting those gifts. So everyone wins, right? You just got to put in a little bit of effort. Now, what we're going to do throughout the month, of course, is throughout when Michael's on tour with Ryan, you're going to see a lot of different posts highlighting those that really did a lot of good things throughout this first quarter. And you know, I want to congratulate all of those members that got over 100 points for the Achieve. We had over 100 members that got 100 points and above, and that means they get their rooming covered at the Barcelona Summit event, and they're going to be part of an exclusive event before Summit kicks off, which will be the Achieve. And so you're going to get to see a lot of excitement with this and see who they are. You're going to get to see them. And my invitation is that you support them. This is going to be a unique event because not only are we celebrating our 5th year after the Achieve in Barcelona, but we have a lot of great surprises that we're preparing for you. You do not want to miss this. And for being on Members Night, I opened the special discount code we have there to save you, and you can save you some money if you haven't purchased your ticket yet. You can purchase it for $199 on the Eventbrite site. All you need to do is type in Members Night, all caps, and you will have access to a special discount code today for being here with us on Members Night. Well, let's get going. We'll talk a little bit more about what we're going to be doing in Barcelona. All I can tell you is that we are preparing many wonderful things, a lot of good surprises, a lot of good content, and you do not want to miss this 5-year celebration because it's such a big deal that we are doing this in a different country. We want to really take advantage and get as many of you there as possible. And I do want to let you know that the tickets are selling fast. So we have a 800-person capacity at the venue. And once it reaches that, we will not be able to add any more seats for safety and other reasons that have to do with the venue. So I can tell you that I'm pretty sure we're going to be sold out in the next little bit. So if you haven't purchased your ticket, now is the time to do it. Okay. So we'll help you take advantage of that discount code. Now, I hope you have your word list ready because we're going to start off this meeting by highlighting some our team captains that won first place. First place for the Team Challenge event. And why is that exciting? Because in just about 10 days from now, they're going to be here in Utah, and we're going to do some very fun things, and you're going to see a lot of pictures. We're going to interact and have a lot of fun with this. Our goal here at NewMe is that no matter what month of the year it is, that you continue to catch the cadence. You know, we talk about the calendars, and no matter what month it is, you're going to know, well, if it's the beginning of the year in January, I know that if I hit diamond, or if I'm requalifying as a diamond, I can go on the diamond trip. You know, if it's fall, I can qualify for the Achieve trip. And now we added this new element of Team Challenge to create unity. One of the things that the people in the Achieve event will get to hear a lot about is what Steve and Scott teaches. And he talks about an important principle. He always teaches us here in the office about the importance of picking the right partners, okay? And so that's what these members from the Team Achieve Challenge did. They had a strategy, they created a way, and they had a vision, they went with the strategy, and they partnered up with the right teams. And as a result, we saw many good things throughout the world. So now I'm going to go ahead and highlight Our first place winner captain, Jaromir Piszowski, he's all the way from Poland, a great guy. I really enjoy working with him a lot. And it just goes to show you that no matter if we can't communicate directly with language barriers, we have all the technology in the world. You know, we spent time on the road together, just the two of us, and we had a wonderful time. And I got to know all about his goals and everything he set forth to do. And he got to learn about the strategy we have here. So it's wonderful to be part of this community. So I'm going to go ahead and play a replay from today's earlier event, just so that you can see that. So it'll be about 10 minutes long because I want you to meet three of the captains that were the first place winners worldwide. And it was actually a surprise to let you know, because two of them, I'll still show you the video clips because they're fairly short. But two of the members, I was not expecting them to be on the call this morning because they're in a complete different time zone, but they were there. And so they were able to share some messages with us. And so you'll get to see that here. Let me just go ahead and get this set up. One moment, please. Okay, so now just give me a minute. I'm going to share my screen and you're going to get to hear this.
Witam wszystkich serdecznie. Ja jestem bardzo szczęśliwy, że zdobyliśmy to pierwsze miejsce na świecie. Wow, jak to brzmi, że nasz team to zrobił. Ale to była decyzja. To była decyzja, praca i nastawienie na cel od początku do końca, nawet jak było trudno. I dla mnie największą wartość ma to, że będziemy mieli okazję poznać wszystko osobiście z bliska, firmę, procesy, przybliżyć się jeszcze bardziej członków zespołu, ludzi, którzy tworzą firmę i wynieść stamtąd to, co najcenniejsze, aby później nadal przełożyć to na kolejne sukcesy większe. To jest początek drogi, żeby to u nas, na naszym gruncie w Europie przenieść w naszym zespole ten entuzjazm, tą wiedzę, doświadczenie, które tam zdobędziemy. To jest pewność tego, że wszystko jest tak, jak myślimy, bo jesteśmy przekonani, że ja jestem absolutnie przekonany do Numi, do zespołu, do produktu. Także i myślę, że mój zespół, to oczywiście ten mały team, to jest mój zespół tutaj, ten, który wywalczył, ale cały zespół i myślę wszystkie struktury w Polsce i w Europie też planują wielkie rozwoje i wielki rozwój, bo cała Europa po prostu się, uważam, budzi teraz. To się będzie działo za 2-3 lata, to jest niewyobrażalne wprost. Ilu ludzi dopiero to pozna. Efekty działania produktów i oczywiście nasze też spotkania biznesowe. Spotkanie biznesowe, ja za chwilę o 19:30 prowadzę, Sergio, spotkanie właśnie, więc będę musiał kończyć niedługo, także dziękuję bardzo i może oddam głos jeszcze mojemu zespołowi.
That's awesome. You know, I love to read here about what you're doing. I watched you work, and they're going to do those expansions. And you know, we really appreciate what you did, Jaromir. We can't wait to have you and Gregors, Monica, Magdalena come. You know, we're really talking about what it means, and you're an example to the Numi family right now of what it means to have this vision, go after it, and work together as a team, and give it all your effort to go forth. Congratulations, my dear friend. Thank you for your example, and we look forward to have you here very soon, okay?
Dziękuję bardzo, Sergio. Przyjacielu.
Now, I will show the pictures of all the team members, but taking advantage of this and not pulling up the slides at the moment, I'm going to go ahead and invite someone else that's here. In fact, I have a video, and sorry to put you on the spot, Davide, but I know that you're here with us today, and I was just going to play a small clip, but if you don't mind just resharing, and I love the enthusiasm and the momentum that you put in for sharing what it meant for your team, and also inviting the Numi family to come and be the winners for the next one. How you doing, David? I know you're in a very different time zone. It's probably very early in the morning for you.
Yes, right now I'm in Thailand.
Yeah, so nice to see you, my friend. Again, sorry for putting you on the spot. Davida did send me a video, but there's nothing better than to have this live just message directly from you since you're on here.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, David.
Thank you
First
so
of all, David's team, just so you guys know, they won first place in Europe, the EMEA region. I want to congratulate him for taking such a wonderful opportunity to the top. He's a very driven person, and I can't wait to meet. I feel like I already know him and met him before, even though we haven't had the privilege to meet in person yet. But Davide was able to take his team, and they did some amazing things. So congratulations to you, Davide, to Bruno, to Roberta, to Giannina. And again, we are going to display their pictures here, but I want to just take a moment to share with this Numi family what this momentum means for you, especially as you, my friend, you've been with us for a few months now, and you're already a double diamond. It's incredible. Tell us what is driving this growth and how is working as a team really benefiting you?
It's amazing. We are growing right now. We are going to have a huge momentum even next month. And the month before Barcelona, we are planning our second meeting in Italy in May with 600 people in Verona, close to Milan. As a preparation for the Barcelona event. So we are planning to bring at least 100 people, and of course doing my triple diamond. So we are building a very strong organization worldwide right now.
That is awesome, my friend. I know you're going to do some great things, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen. You know, Italy's definitely one of the markets that's going to be next and really taking it to the next level in Europe, and also for the world here in Numi. But one thing I really admire from your leadership, and I look forward to meet you again in person, because I know that your motivation and your energy is just contagious. You're what a good leader is. You motivate your team. You show them how to lead by example, and then you go forth with your goals. So this is, you know, more than I've seen this several times now where you set a goal, you get your team rounded up, and you go for it.
Yes, thank you. Yes, we are really, really focused right now.
That's awesome, David. Well, I'm still going to play your video on social media, but thank you so much for being willing to join us live. And it's a nice surprise for me to see you here today. And I'll see you very soon. You travel safe back to Italy, and then we got a big celebration ready for you today.
My pleasure, and thanks for having me here, and greetings to everybody, and congratulations for the amazing job you are doing and bringing Numi to the next level.
Thank you, David. And taking advantage of this opportunity, I want to let you guys know that we're going to be talking a lot about the recognition. We're going to be starting some new things that are going to be really fun. And these things are going to be very different, but if you're not part of our Facebook group yet, the official one, now is the time to do it. You know why? Because we're going to actually take some additional Facebook Lives where we want to really highlight the diamonds. So again, I just gave you a very simple sharing of what we're going to be doing, you know, with the frames here at the office, with these new ways to recognize our diamonds and the ones that are excelling in other areas as well. Not just rank, but the diamonds will have the opportunity to have Facebook Live. So look out for those. What I'll tell you now is they'll be on Thursdays, and that's going to be directly from the executive team and the diamonds. Now, I want to move into the APAC region, and I want to highlight the team that has really done a lot of great things there as well. We have a new team that's developing also in Kazakhstan. And yeah, you know, I've had the chance to work a little bit with their captain, Victoria Lee, for some time, and I also get to meet her in person very soon. And Victoria, I know you also recorded a video, but I see you're on here. If you would like to share something live with us, give me a thumbs up on the reaction. If not, no pressure. I'm going to just play a little video to highlight you and your team. Just please let me know if you're up for that, and we'll just go ahead and move forward to make it more exciting. All right, she's right here. I just asked her to unmute, so
Hello.
let's take a look. Hey, Victoria, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for sending a video. But since you're here, Victoria, do you mind sharing the message that you had on that video today to honor your team and to just bring us forth and get people to know you a little bit? You're a wonderful leader.
Thank you.
I get to work with Lucy Yi, who's also on this call. She's a tremendous example of what it means to support her team. And thanks to Lucy, I've been able to connect with many of her leaders throughout the Baltics, throughout Europe, throughout the United States, and now Kazakhstan. And so congratulations to your team, and what a great example. You were the captain leading the first place winner of the APAC region.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the opportunity and for the amazing product that you have, and for the science behind it. And I was blessed to have a good team members as professionals who understand the ingredients of the products, because I work closely with anti-age experts and nutritiologists, and the quality of the product and the very fast results. And especially the fact that you were running a promotion and YKO that helped us. It was a big help and support that we integrated in our events. And at the same time, we were using our family events to promote NUMI, because it was very nice coincidence that in few of our members it was anniversaries of their moms, and we could they would gather a lot of guests, a lot of relatives. And in Kazakhstan it's a big event. It's like 100 something events, minimum like 50 people events, when you have this type of anniversaries of like 60, 70 years old. And we had a good chance to expose and make people to try the product. So it helped us a lot, and we are thrilled to visit. And one more thing that I didn't say in my video, it was that we set ahead of the challenge. We bought our tickets to United States before winning, before challenge was over, because we decided we will go to the United States no matter what. We wanted to meet the corporates, leaders and founders, and whoever will be in Yumi headquarters, no matter of the results of the challenge. That was the purpose. And if we decided like this, if we will win, it will be additional bonus and it will be additional fun. And then it happened, and we are very excited to come there.
Oh, that's great. We can't wait to receive you, and that's motivation right there. So in case you did not know, Kazakhstan is starting to grow, and I know that your team is going to really put it on the map. You're all very experienced networkers, and yeah, it's really neat that you're all professionals in the medical field, and that it's really going to give you a lot of advantage. And maybe in the near future we can have you guys be special guests in some of our presentations, because for the times when we do have some scientific members nights, those are the ones that members always really take advantage of, and they want to keep learning more. And so thank you, Victoria. Safe travels to you. We can't wait to have you here with us very soon. And congratulations. You're all of these three wonderful leaders that I put on right now. I mean, they all have the vision. All right. Well, that was just a little glimpse for you. I figured share kind of what we relived this morning. And, there you have it. Those are the three captains that led the first place for the global, for the EMEA region, and for the APAC. So now I'm going to go ahead and take some time to recognize all of the team members. Just want to remind you, we had two separate regions that we combined. And so we had the APAC, which was the Americas, and Asia Pacific, okay? So that's what APAC is. And then we had the EMEA region, which covered Europe, Middle East, and Africa. Now, if you remember, because I want to just make it very clear, with all of these enhancements that we did, we had a fourth and fifth place runner-up that was added to the EMEA region to make it fair for the amount of members competing and some of the trends in the market. So now it's the time we're going to recognize the members, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So please join me as we recognize the captains that we already talked. that they shared a little bit with you. And then in every opportunity we share, you're going to start off with the captain, and then you're going to see who the members of those teams are as well. Okay. Now, we are still waiting to get confirmations of a few more images specifically from Indonesia, but our wonderful manager, Angel, did get back to me and she's helping me with that. So we'll make sure we get those before we publicly share this on our Facebook page. But we do still want to highlight their efforts. And the good news is that now that we're getting to the point of the celebration with the people coming to Utah, we're also coordinating with all the team captains of what we're going to be doing for their rewards, where they're getting their parties together or if they're going out to dinner. So we're on that fun phase this month. So bear with me as I share that, and we'll go from there, okay? 1 second, please. I apologize. I have one PowerPoint ready to go, and we will go. Now, type in on the chat before I share this if you're going to be the winner next time, if you're going to get the reward to be here. And we can't wait to have you be part of this, because I can tell you that when we post pictures, which we're going to take a lot of pictures, you're going to get very excited when you see all of you're doing. Now, this is Jaromir, who you heard from. I actually chose this picture. He didn't send this to me, but I thought it would be fun when we recognized him on the last diamond trip. He's a great person. Again, I enjoy working with him very much. And I can't wait to have him and his team here along with the others. So we'll talk a little bit about this. We have Monica Luke. She, if you recall, during the actual time frame where we were qualifying, she was one of the top contributors of the week. And she was part of a drawing where she won an iPad. So congratulations, Monica. You also, aside from winning the trip, you won an iPad for your individual efforts on a specific week during this. We have Gregor Grabowski from Poland, who is also a very good person. He is a good balance because he helps us also connect with a lot of the teams there. And it's very nice because he also helps us with the language locally there. So we appreciate you, Gregors, and congratulate you. And we also want to recognize Magdalena Grabowska from Poland as part of this team. This is called the Jaromir team. And they won first place for the global region, okay? That was added as a first place. All right, so that's the global first place winner. And just for fun, I'm going to just share with you what Davide had sent. This is very short clip, but I really like the emphasis he added to this and giving you the invitation to be the next ones to qualify for Team Challenge.
Wow, they just told us we won the Team Challenge. Me and 3 other team members worked tirelessly with passion over the last 2 months, sharing Numi's incredible technology with so many people and building a solid organization that's creating something extraordinary. It was hard work, but incredibly rewarding. And now we are so excited. Wow, they just told us we won the Team Challenge. Me and 3 other team members worked tirelessly with passion over the last 2 months, sharing Numi's incredible technology with so many people and building a solid organization that's creating something extraordinary. It was hard work, but incredibly rewarding. And now we are so excited to go to Utah and visit Numi's headquarters and explore the legendary Utah Park. Teamwork makes the dream work, and Numi Vision spreads it worldwide. Will you join us in the next challenge?
That's awesome, Davide. So there he is, Davide Lombardi, also a double diamond here. And we have his team, who was the first place EMEA winner, Bruno Domenicini. We have Roberta Racolia, which also, if you remember, she won some AirPods during the qualification period for individual achievements there on that. So congratulations, Roberta. I believe Aaron was able to take those headphones to you directly during the last meeting there. I want to recognize Janina Elena Jacob, who also was part of this wonderful team in Europe. And Gilly's put to a little round of applause for them, give some reaction, show them some love. Now, this is Victoria. You heard from her, but same with her. She sent a little clip, so we'll get to listen to her real quick.
Hello, and I would like to share how we managed to get to the top of the challenge. First of all, me and my team, we used the best out of the promotion that was running NYKO. We were using the products to do a lot of degustation, and we were using family events to promote Numi products. Let's say it's like a mother anniversaries. It happened that two of our members had mother anniversaries where a lot of guests were gathering, and we had a bigger exposure to do the degustation. And we had one of our team member, her own anniversary, and she also exposed to a lot of her friends, and we were doing a raffle and giving away the product, so people will have a try of this. We also involved doctors, anti-age and nutritiologists who explain why glutathione and ingredients of the products are very, very healthy, beneficial, and why it is good to use.
That's
Hello.
awesome. So congratulations to Victoria Lee. She was the captain of the Kazakh Stars. Okay, so this is the Kazakh Stars team led by Captain Victoria Lee, Aishan Rakimbai, and Sebva, who was also part of this wonderful team, and Kensagul. So congratulations to you. What a great way to start your Numi experience with the business there in Kazakhstan. We were very happy for you and your efforts. Can't wait to see you here very soon, and look forward to doing many wonderful things together. Now, please join me in welcoming and giving some more love to the rest of the team members here. We have the second place for the EMEA. This is Andrea Belli. She was the captain of a team there that helped. She had a very vision. She worked really hard. I want you to know that in a lot of these competitions, some of them were pretty close. And this team specifically worked very hard, and they had a very good result. They are the Fortune team, all the way from Hungary. So this is Andrea, the captain, and then we have Veronica, who also during this specific period of qualification won an individual prize. So congratulations to her as well. And we have Dr. Andrea, who is also part of the team. And as well, this young man is Mr. Tamas. He is originally from Hungary, but also resides in the UK. And talking to him when I got to recognize him for the first time individually, he just told me that this was one of the hardest things that he set his mind to with his team, and really set everything aside and spent all of January and February really working hard to get to where they're at. So congratulations to them, and we're very happy. Now for the second place in the APAC region, I want to recognize this team there that was led by the captain João Maria Wibisono. Okay, and this is the amazing team all the way from Indonesia. Congratulations to Gisela Anita, Kezia Anita, and Stefanos Andrianto, all the way from Indonesia. And this is the amazing team. We are going to get these images, as I mentioned, so we're going to share this so you can get to know a little bit more about them and congratulate them, okay? Our third place winner for the APAC region is Angels Elizabeth's team, and this is the team that had a lot of cool things there, okay? So this is actually the third place winner for the APAC region, the Moluccas. And Elizabeth is a wonderful lady. You know, I enjoyed meeting her in person. We got to meet almost a year ago in Thailand, and such a sweet lady. She actually speaks a little bit of Spanish and told me about some of her travels in Mexico and other parts of the world. And we really enjoyed that passion that she shares and that beautiful friendship she holds with all of her team members. So it was very nice to see you on here, and congratulations for leading your team to hit third place. Also with that is Magdalena Pelupesi, Miriam Saia, and Trianti Datu Tasik. This team is from Indonesia, and they are the wonderful team by the name of the Moluccas. Okay. Now, this is not all. We had a third place winner for the EMEA region. This is a team from Nigeria. So congratulations. Again, a lot of these were very close, and they were very a lot of teams that were pretty close after that. So it just shows you how much work went into this. But this is a team that is led by Mr. Obsto Fakoya, and this is the Megstar team from Nigeria. Congratulations. I look forward to speaking with you and your team soon. We've been chatting back and forth on email, but we're going to have a nice call very soon and to celebrate your success. With this team, I'd like to recognize Opeyemi Fakoya. I'd like to recognize Olajumoke Fakoya and Elijah Papa Fakoya. Congratulations. This is our wonderful team that got third place in the EMEA region all the way from Nigeria. Now, going back to the two runner-ups I was talking about, I would like to highlight the fourth place runner-up for the EMEA region. This is a team led by Jose Quiles, a wonderful person. I've also had the chance to meet him several times in person, had some wonderful conversations, and I was really touched by what they were doing. This is the Revolution team out of Spain. What they are doing with the money they earned, the $400 for their little dinner party, they were actually from the beginning planning and working really hard to get and to be one of the winners, because they are donating what they earn for their party to give to a charity and also to use it through product. And so it's a win-win situation for them. And I was really inspired by their story and them telling me kind of what they planned all along. So congratulations, Jose, for showing the world what NUMMI is all about. And on this team from Spain, we have Monica Fenol, we have Chesca Soler, and those are the team members that are part of that. Now, going forward to the fifth place runner-up in the EMEA region, we have the Next Diamonds team, and this is led by Manuel Francisco San Leandro. He's a wonderful person as well. By profession, he's a firefighter in Spain. And when I got to spend time with him last year in Murcia, Spain, I was very impressed about how passionate and how much energy he has in wanting to share this opportunity with many people. I got to spend time with him and his beautiful wife and just hear their story. But what impressed me the most about him is that he had just finished, I believe, what was a 24-hour shift. So he had worked all night. I think it was a Saturday. So he told me, yeah, Friday nights are usually the busiest. But I wouldn't have guessed, because he had all the energy in the world. But as we got talking, that just shows commitment after working a 24-hour shift and practically being woken up by calls all night, and then after you finish your shift, heading straight to a NUMMI event. And that just showed me what it's all about. So it's no question that his team got to fifth place as him leading as a captain. I'd like to recognize him and his other team members. Maria Llanos, congratulations, all the way from Spain. Reina Ascension, and of course, Olivier Salas. So these are the winners we have for the Team Challenge. Again, we're going to highlight them throughout the month of April. Once we have the event take place very soon here in Utah, you're going to see a lot of pictures. And you may have realized there's a little arch on the actual competition. So that's one of the various national parks that we have here. And we're going to actually take these teams that won first place to Moab. And they have the two national parks there, but one of them is the Arches National Park. And so we're going to actually hike up to where this arch is and take a picture with them. But we're going to treat them really well as they come to visit us here at headquarters. And a little surprise, for all of you here, what I mentioned earlier that was kind of cut from the video. We're going to start doing some fun things at corporate. And one of those things that I think all of you are going to love. And now pay attention, if you're a diamond or above, we really need your help with something, because we want to really show the world who you are. And we have decided to turn part of our office space here at headquarters into a special place, a special wall, Hall of Fame, so to say, where we could recognize you. And so you may have noticed in the past few weeks, we've been updating a lot of your pictures. And if you have not sent over your picture to either Justine, our sales team, Justine, Claudia, or Diana, please do so if possible by tomorrow, because we're going to start printing these images. And guess what? We're going to start hanging them up on the wall. So when next time Michael Firth comes all the way from Australia, he's going to get to see his picture there on the wall, just to give you an example. And I'm excited for that, because that's just one of the many things that we're going to introduce later throughout the year. Little hint for recognition. So I really appreciate you joining us tonight. Again, we have a lot to cover, and so throughout the month of April, we will have more recognition. We're going to highlight all those achieved winners that won the 100 points and above, and really show you who those top point earners were as we get ready for Summit. Now, as you saw, I had some fun putting people on the spot this morning. I really want to bring my good friend Michael here to finish up the call because I want to invite you to do two things. Number one, we have been looking at our marketing materials, and we're always looking for ways to improve. And we want to ask you to be part of a fun cause, okay? So please be part of a movement where you can send before and afters if you've experienced our wonderful Numi products. If you send us those before and afters, what we're going to do throughout the month of April, everything we get weekly until Friday, we are going to we're going to do a drawing every Monday morning throughout the month of April. Okay, so we're going to give 3 members $50 each. You're going to get a drawing. If your submission for the before and afters get approved, we're going to count you in the drawings. And that's not all. We're also going to count, it'll be a little bit of a mix. We also want testimonials from all over the world. So if you don't want to share before and after, guess what? You can share a testimonial throughout the month of April. And weekly, you have a chance to be one of the 3 drawings that we'll draw every Monday morning here when we have Numi Live. I'll let Michael tell you a little bit about where to send those. And I want to bring Michael here to finish up the call because he is actually going to be doing a very important presentation next week. And it's something that we've been looking to do. I'll tell you a little bit about that because, as you know, we had the NYKO events. And throughout the year, already we've had a lot of new members join Numi. So a lot of these new members are looking for ways to get going and they want to learn more about certain opportunities. So next members night, next week is one you do not want to miss. But I won't tell you more about that. I'm going to bring Michael to tell you where to send your testimonials or before and afters. And then I'm going to have him tell you a little bit about what to expect next week. It's a pleasure to see you all. Have a great month of April. And we'll keep you posted with any new updates that will be coming very soon. And much love to all of you. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Sergio. So guys, I'm going to cover off 3 things. Actually, I just scribbled some notes down. So number one, I know there's some new people on this call today. And so just so you know, as we rotate through the week, there are various things to support your business, which are very different from driving your business. And sometimes people get slipped into just thinking, oh, all we do is we just do these calls every week. These calls are to support people. So every single members night, every single week, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, this time slot is something you should have locked in your calendar. And people don't get their members started well sometimes. Sometimes people throw mud against the wall. I'm sponsoring lots of people, but you're not following any systems and processes. So they're falling off the other end just as quick. Okay. So the first thing I want to say is this call once a month is run by corporate, like you've just seen, where we might have recognitions and stuff like that. If you go back for the last few weeks, the sort of calls we've had one that was nano success tips from right around the world, every single rank, people talking about, hey, if my time was over or had my time over, what would I do differently? That was such a good call. We had record numbers of reviews about last week. The week before that was third-party validation, the Achilles heel of most people who are not succeeding in network marketing and hitting a ceiling because they're not using third-party validation. I can only tell you authentically, how did I get to Crown? I didn't do it on my own. I did it by using Alex on third-party validation. A lot of people think they're the Lone Ranger and they wonder why they plateau and hit diamond, even double diamond, and wonder why don't you keep going to Crown? Because you're not teaching duplication. So this event every week will vary, and we generally run it here in the field. It'll be a doctor or medical person one week. It'll be something you really need to hear about your business from wisdom from other people the next week. And then, as I said, once a month, it'll be a corporate call. So next week, I've been asked by Aaron Rennett to do a orientation style event for brand new people. Now, we already have a recording of that, but I'm going to add a bit more context. Why? Maybe some people are becoming lazy. Every now and then I come across somebody who's just joined and I'm like, hey, how did you go? Did your upline send you the fast start guide? And they go, what's that? I'm like, you're kidding me, right? Then I say, have you seen the 90-day plan? What's that? I'm like, you're joking. Someone sets up a Facebook page called Numi Italy, and you're like, you can't do that. I didn't know that. Didn't your upline give you the compliance document? No. What's that? This is the stuff we hear all the time. Mind-blowing that people are blindly just sponsoring people and pushing them off a cliff. So what we want to do is bring everybody back. If anyone has a sponsor that hasn't done what a sponsor should do, and the word sponsor, in my opinion, means responsible for. So if I sponsor someone, I'm responsible to make sure I give them all the basics to get them trained up and orientated, because the chances of success go through the roof if they know systems, processes, and so forth. So please, can I implore everyone on this call, every single member that you have in your team needs to be suggested to bring all their members on for next week. Live. Support the call, and the call will support you. You don't support the call doesn't support your team. So that's the first one. Next week, we're going to have, so the new people know what these calls are about. This is the one call you never miss. There are other calls happening, but this is the one you don't want to miss. Sorry, I've just had a cockatoo land right there 6 feet away from me, and he screeches, so I hope you can't hear him. The next thing is the testimonials. The Numi New You group, go away. The Numi New You group is the private Facebook group for prospects, which is run by the company. Yes, there is more Facebook groups out there. Please know they are team groups. So if you're in any group that isn't called Numi New You, and it's not your uplines group, oops, you're in the wrong group. You need to be in the Numi official group. It's run by corporate, and that's the only one that they overlook all of the testimonials to make sure they're compliant. So if you're in another group, you might see a testimonial that didn't go through compliance, and you start sharing it, and you're perpetuating something that's incorrect. So I want everybody also not only to reach out to all their people and say, hey, make sure you're on the next week's event, because you need to hear how we orientate people properly. Secondly, I want you to reach out to anyone in your team that's actually had a positive experience with the product in any language whatsoever, and say, grab a photograph of yourself, write down your blurb, and submit it to the Numi New You Facebook group. Now, some of them will take away, and then maybe they use a word that's non-compliant, like pain, for example. We'll tell them you can't say that, but you could say discomfort, right? There's little idiosyncrasies we will teach them. So just get them to submit their testimonial. If it's incorrect or non-compliant, we'll tell them how to tweak it a bit, and off we go. But we need more testimonials. They're the lifeblood of the business. We did a big push about this a few months ago, and we had heaps of testimonials. So don't be the member that just assumes your person listened to what I just said. You be the person who rings your members up and says, you got a great testimonial, Phoebe. I want it in the chat. Florence, I know you got an awesome testimonial. Please submit it in the chat this week. So let's round them up one-on-one and encourage all our people to get all of their testimonials in there. And then we'll take some of them and create even more professional looking tools, which will end up in the new app, which is rolling out and so forth. So we need you. If you've watched the movie Jerry Maguire, help me help you. Help me help you. I can only help you if you promote that group. I can only help you if you promote everybody gets onto Members Night. So with that in mind, straight after Members Night next week, I'll be hopping on a plane and going with Ryan through Asia, and you won't see me for a couple of weeks. But I know that Keith Chazon and corporate have all those events running like clockwork without me, and then I'll see you after that. So next week is the big push. Get everybody on. How do you orientate someone brand new so that they do get instant traction rather than just spinning their wheels? Hope you've enjoyed the event, and I'll see you all on the next